Hello everybody and welcome back. So today we are going to be once again decorating on our Friendsgiving island. So yes, this is episode 4 of our Friendsgiving challenge. We only have around a quarter of the island to do, and yes, this island is just flying by so fast. But yes, let's just get started. I'll talk about Friendsgiving and everything. I'll talk about the build, my thought process, and yes, so let's get started. Okay, so I feel like I always start by saying this, but pretty much the Friendsgiving challenge is a challenge created by my friend Kaylee Games. She's over on YouTube. She does a bunch of speed builds, live streams, Animal Crossing gameplay. She's very fun, so definitely check her out. But she made this challenge for the people still in the community, and it's pretty much a challenge where we have a fall island and we have a bunch of builds that we are going to have on our island. So there's stuff like Pumpkin Patch, Harvest Market, and today's build, which is our outdoor feast. So yes, so I'm gonna be framing it by a neighborhood on a cliff. I actually worked on some of this during a live stream, so yes, if you are interested in seeing some of the behind the scenes or even just some random decorating, I am over on Twitch, so definitely check me out if that's something you're into. But yes, like I mentioned before, this is going to be our outdoor feast build. So I'm thinking once again, the neighborhood that's kind of framed on the cliff. It's going to be Poppy and Bonbon. I'm thinking that they're the ones that are putting this whole Friendsgiving feast together. There's going to be a table on the first layer with it. It's going to be surrounded by greenery. It's going to have lots of food, chairs, everything. And yes, so pretty much regarding the lore itself, I'm thinking Poppy is the main cook. She's the one that's preparing everything. Obviously, it is a Friendsgiving, event. So everybody is bringing their own food to share with everybody. But yeah, she's the one that's kind of putting this all together. She's the one making, I don't know, pies and stuff like that. And then there's Bonbon, who is busting out all the silverware and everything and all the plates and pretty much setting everything up. In my mind, she's the one that set up all the tables. She's the one that's going to be setting up all the silverware and plates and, all of that. So, yes, that's kind of my thought process behind all this. I wanted to have a story just to make it more realistic because I feel like villagers are always there. I feel like it's just fun having stories kind of about them and their purpose on the island. So, yes, I don't have lore for all the villagers, of course, but I don't know. Obviously, that's probably as deep as I'm going to make it for right now. Just their purpose on the island, I think that just adds to the island experience as a whole. So I think it's still fun to do. Also, let me know, do you have lore for any of your villagers on your islands? I would definitely be interested in knowing. So yes, but y'all, we are finishing this island so quickly. I think after this build, there's only a quarter of the island left to do, which is absolutely crazy. We're going to be starting a new island pretty soon coming up. We have the final tour coming up soon, so yes, that's very exciting. And yes, also, happy fall, y'all. It's definitely a very fun season. Have a lot of fun stuff going on. We have Halloween, Thanksgiving, of course, if you celebrate Thanksgiving, of course. Friendsgiving, that's definitely something we're celebrating here on the island. And yes, and just in general, fall's just so much fun. There's such good food and drinks. Yes, just so much fun. But yeah, and other than that, just it being so cozy and but yes, this build is a little bit of a smaller build than I'm generally used to. I'm usually building these huge builds, especially with it being city core. I feel like it's easy to take up a ton of space. But honestly, I can appreciate this build being a bit smaller and more condensed, because it just I feel like it makes decorating harder in a way, but also easier. Because, of course, I have so many ideas that I'm trying to cram into such a small space, so it's hard in that sense. But on the other hand, I feel like you can really focus on details, which it's just hard to capture those small details when you're working on an area that's so big. So, there's definitely pros and cons to both, but it's definitely fun to switch it up and try a smaller build. But yes, and with that, let's continue the build. Alright friends, thank you so much for watching. I feel like this build is definitely really capturing the Friendsgiving essence and definitely getting into the spirit of everything on the island. I don't know, I feel like this island so far has just been very autumnal and not very festive at all, so it's really fun to see this area. And yes, this is your reminder, of course, that you are loved and that you do matter, so make sure you take care of yourself and your happiness because you are so valuable and you matter so much. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Bye!